in the small, sunlit town of Kinker, nestled between the serene town of Woodland, there lived a 12-year-old girl named Akari. With a gentle smile and a soft voice, Akari was known and loved by everyone in her neighborhood. Yet beneath her sunny exterior, Akari harbored a secret. She was a chronic people-pleaser, always bending her will to suit others, desperate for approval and fearful of disappointing anyone. Akari's days were filled with endless nods and yeses. At school, she would agree to do her classmates' homework, lend out her favorite books without expecting them back, and participate in games she didn't enjoy. At home, she would take on extra chores and surrender her choices, from the TV channel to the flavor of ice cream, just to see her family smile. One sunny Saturday, Akari's class was preparing for the annual school festival. Her teacher, Mrs. Sato, knowing Akari's reputation for helpfulness, asked her to oversee the preparation of the festival decorations. Eager to please, Akari agreed, despite her already full plate of responsibilities. As the festival day approached, Akari found herself overwhelmed. She was up late every night, cutting, painting, and arranging decorations, her eyes heavy with sleep. She hardly had time for her homework or to play with her younger brother, Hiroshi, who missed her company dearly. Her parents noticed her fatigue, but believed it was just her dedication showing. The turning point came 3 days before the festival. Akari was at the school late in the evening, trying to finish a particularly tricky decoration involving delicate paper cranes. As she worked, her friend Yui approached her, looking concerned. "Akari, why are you doing all this alone?" Yui asked, her eyes wide as she looked at the mountain of unfinished decorations. Akari, weary and on the verge of tears, merely shrugged. "Everyone is counting on me," she murmured, folding another paper crane with trembling fingers. Yui sat down beside her, helping with the cranes. "But you're exhausted," she said gently. "And you've missed out on so much. Haruto was asking about you today. He wanted you to join our game. We all miss you. But if I don't do these, who will? What if I let everyone down?" Akari's voice was filled with worry. Yui paused, placing her hand over Akari's. "Akari, it's okay to say no sometimes. You can't pour from an empty cup. You have to take care of yourself too." Her words struck Akari like a gentle breeze, soft but awakening. She realized she had been so busy trying to be everything for everyone else that she had forgotten about herself. With a deep breath, Akari decided to ask for help. The next day at school, she approached Mrs. Sato and explained her situation. To Akari's surprise, Mrs. Sato was not disappointed, but rather thankful for her honesty. Together, they organized a team to distribute the workload more evenly. Many classmates stepped forward, eager to lend a hand, expressing surprise that Akari had taken on so much alone. The festival was a vibrant success, not just in its colorful displays, but in its lesson to Akari. She learned the joy of participation wasn't just in giving, but also in sharing the load and allowing space for her own needs. Watching the festival unfold, with every student playing a part, Akari felt a different kind of happiness, one that wasn't laced with exhaustion. From that day on, Akari began to set boundaries. She learned to say no sometimes, which, contrary to her fears, did not result in love lost, but in respect gained. Her relationships deepened, her smiles became more genuine, and she found time to rediscover her own interests, like reading mystery novels and sketching the beautiful landscapes around her home. Akari's journey of self-discovery was much like the blooming of the cherry blossoms in her town. Quiet, beautiful, and revered. It was a lesson in understanding that pleasing others begins with pleasing oneself, and that true happiness is a balance between giving and receiving, a harmony she cherished dearly as she grew.